The most important part of your profile to get clients, not just to get views on your profile, but to turn those views into job interviews and into contracts, is to make sure that you have a good profile overview. So what is your profile overview? For example, here we can see this is Attender's profile overview. You only see a part of his profile, and then you can decide to click on it to see his full profile, which is what you see here. So the reason this is particularly important is that if you have if the elements in your profile overview do not make clients want to click on your profile, you will not get jobs. And also, if your elements in your profile overview do not make clients want to click, Upwork tracks what's the percentage of clients who decide to click and decide to ignore your profile. And the more clients decide to ignore your profile, the lower you are going to rank in search and in proposal ranking and in all the other places that the algorithm determines which freelancer to recommend. So you have to make sure you have a good click-through rate, and it's similar to all other search engines. It's similar to Google. If you have a page that no one wants to click on its title on Google, well, this page is going to quickly go down the search rankings, because what the algorithm determines that if people don't click on it, it's probably not what people want to see. So to optimize the experience for clients, they want to show the results, the profiles that clients click on. So yeah, so to make sure you have a good profile overview, the main elements are, well, there's only a few in it. They're all the elements that are visible. You have your profile picture, which is very important, because profile picture determines what's the first impressions that clients get, and clients do make their decision of clicking or not clicking a lot based on what you look like. So what you want to do to make sure that you have a good profile picture is, first of all, you can look at the profile pictures of successful freelancers in your field and try to use it as inspiration. But also, my favorite tool to build a better, to make sure that your profile pictures are good, is a website called Photofeeler. So Photofeeler is a website where you can put your photos on there, and for free you can get people to rate your profile based on 3 different qualities. So you have 3 options. You can ask if your picture is good for dating, for social media, or for business. So what we care about is we want to know how good our picture is for business. So what it's going to tell us is basically people are going to vote on your picture. What they're going to do is, if you see here this picture, it's a dating photo. Here 6.9. That typically means that you are in the you are at the 69th percentile. So that means that about 68% of other photos that have been rated on this website are worst in that category, in that quality on that website. So what you want to try to do is get pictures that at least get a 8.5 or more in the competent, and at least 8 or more in likable, but ideally you'd like to have a 9 or more in all categories. So the next part of your profile overview is going to be your title. So the way that successful freelancers across almost all niches do titles, the way that the best way to do title based on what seems to work is to do something like what Attender is doing here. So what you do is you write your job title, your basic job title, and then you write a list of tools you use or specializations or other alternative job title names, and you sort of use all the space you have. So for example, you see Darren here, it's very good, professional looking with these vertical bars here. So what he's got is he's a WordPress developer. You always start with a job title, and then he says design UX expert, so that's the second type of job, and then WordPress security, is a specialty that he has. You have this example here, Baruch. What he does is he starts with a job title name, so web developer, and then he lists a list of technologies that he knows how to use. All these methods work well, but always start with a job title and use the rest of your space to enter technologies or other job titles that are related ideally, or specializations. I think that specializations and technologies are even better. But it depends on your niche. If you're an illustrator, for example, probably no one cares what program or application you use to do your drawing, as long as your drawings are good. But for something more technical like programming languages matter more in when it comes to client's decision to hire a person over another person. So use your common sense there. But I would say if you're more like an illustrator or some other field that clients don't really care what application or program you use, focus more on your specialties. And for example, like you could say like Illustrator / children's books / character design / whatever your specialties is. And the point of that is that it increases your click-through rate. It increases the percentage of people who click on your profile. And the reason it does is that when clients, for example, if you have an Illustrator profile and it says Illustrator / character design, when a client needs character design and they see your profile overview that it has written character design in the title, they see you as more relevant, and there's a higher percentage that they decide to click on your profile rather than that of other people. And if you write nothing, well, you don't leverage that benefit. So that's why you should use the rest of the space and not just write your basic job title, and also include other either job title or specialties or tools, and try to find the things that according to your common sense would give you the most chance of getting more clicks on your profile with the type of clients that you want to work with. So the next part is to work on your first 2 lines of your profile overview. And the reason for that is that they are the only lines that appear on your profile overview. And as you see here, what a Tinder and many of these freelancers, what I did in this research, by the way, is I made sure to only find people who have like over $50 an hour, have billed over $1,000 on Upwork, and have earned at least $10,000. So we know these people are successful. For example, like a Tinder here has earned like $600,000 more, or a little more than $600,000. So, and he's charging $50 an hour, and he's obviously very successful. So he obviously does some things very good with his profile. So what you see here is he starts his profile overview by sort of a highlight reel with a few bullet points that are separated by emojis. So it looks pretty good, and it's pretty easy for the client to skim through this and see like, okay, top rated plus, 600K plus earned, Google certified. Those are all proofs that he's trustworthy / competent. That's what you want to put in. Like I realize like you can't like steal what a Tinder has here, because you probably don't have exactly these things. You're probably not top rated plus. You probably can't write 600 plus K earned. You maybe can't say Google certified. But what you want to put there are what you have that make you look the most confident. For example, maybe you could write college degree in computer science, or like 7 years of experience, or whatever you have that can make you can make you appear the most competent and trustworthy possible. And by trustworthy, I mean that if the client hires you, that they can expect you to do a good job. So yeah. So the way you present that in your profile, what you're going to notice is, for example, there is this profile of Baruch here. All of these appear in a straight line, but in his actual profile, you can see that there are line breaks between all of these bullet points, and there's a line break, a paragraph break between this paragraph and all these bullet points. But in your profile, overview, the paragraph breaks do not show. So what I recommend is, here you see a Tinder put all of these in one line, probably thinking that it would appear better in his profile overview. But I believe that if you look at many of the others, you see that they put them in this different format that has line breaks between all of these bullet points, and line breaks after them between the bullet points and the first paragraph. And what this does is that they still get the same benefit of having a good looking profile overview that looks pretty much the same way as the one that Tinder here has. But what the difference is that once clients click on their profile, it just looks so much more professional than, for example, this. But you know, it's not the worst problem in the world, because a Tinder clearly is successful despite that. But it's just that, in my opinion, this just looks a lot more professional, and I see a lot more freelancers using this sort of format than this sort of format. So yeah. So next we're going to talk about the rest of your profile overview. Actually, all of your profile overview, the goal of it is mainly to be a sales pitch. All right, so you don't want to use it just as a way to put a lot of keywords to try to appear high in search results. Actually, the more you convert clients, the more clients who click, the more clients who click on your profile and decide to hire you, the higher you're going to appear in search results anyway. So it's better to try to make something that sells than try to write something to try to game the algorithm and try to appear high by putting a lot of keywords and that sort of thing. So yeah, use it as a way to sell your clients. And even the first lines, like what I said earlier, like this bullet point format, the goal is to get clicks, and that's a marketing thing. So that's it for the profile overview. Next, we're going to talk about the skill tags. Skill tags are the things right here. It's important that you try to use as many skill tags as you can. I think you can have as much as 15. Try to use all 15 slots. If as long as you include things that are really relevant to you and that you really can do, like try to put as many as possible, because that's going to increase how much you get recommended by the algorithm deciding that you are related to a lot of different things. So you have more chances of appearing in search results and more chances of the algorithm believing that you're more relevant to a job when you apply to a job. So your proposals are going to be higher, and a higher chance that you get recommended to clients when they make job posts. So it really helps you in multiple ways. So yeah, so use as many skill tags as you can. As you see, like these freelancers tend to put in a lot. So then what you want to do is, for your portfolio, which is especially important, for example, for a illustrator, because you see there's a difference between how profile overviews are shown between more tech fields like web development and illustration, because as you see in illustration or other fields like that, they do show your first portfolio item on your profile overview. So making sure you have a good first portfolio item, good looking, is very important. But also portfolio items are very important for everyone. If you have, it's recommended that you have at least 4 portfolio items, 4 good portfolio items. And if you do a field that is not visual, for example, here Nardi is a cybersecurity expert. Like cybersecurity, you're not building something visual. It's not like an illustration. Like a lot of people don't know how to build a portfolio, but what he does is a very good thing. What he does instead of he basically builds project assessments. So it's basically a document where he talks about what he had to do in the project and what were the challenges, the solutions, and all those things. And if you don't know what to use to make a document that looks like that, you can use sites like Canva, Canva, and they have the option to create docs, which are with good looking templates, and you could do your project assessments on that. So for example, like here I'm logged in on Canva, so what I'm going to click on is doc, and from there, it's struggling to load on my device. I'm on a Chromebook, might struggle, but you can see there are templates at the top left here. There's this button here, and you can use different templates to be able to quickly make something that looks good. So maybe I'm going to write project or another keyword that you can think of, and here you have a lot of templates you can use. Some of them look pretty good, and some of them look like shit, but a lot of them look rather good. So maybe I could click on this one, my Canva just froze. It really works badly with Chromebooks. So, but yeah, as you can see, you can have very quickly these good-looking templates, and you just remove the parts that don't matter to you. For example, this table, maybe you don't want that table, but you can keep the overall look and make something for yourself that allows you to showcase a project overview for your clients that you can put on your profile. So yeah. So those are my tips for optimizing your profile. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care.